Jordan is sitting at the kitchen table at 10:38 at night. The bank app is open on the phone. The calendar is open on the laptop. 5 extra shifts are highlighted for next month. On another tab, Jordan has typed the question a lot of people think about quietly. Is it actually worth getting rich? Not it is worth becoming greedy? Not it is worth buying things just so strangers think you're important. The real question is simpler and deeper. Is it worth building enough wealth that your life has more options, more time, more protection, and more ability to help? My answer is yes. Getting rich can absolutely be worth it if the money is built the right way and used for the right reasons. Money is not the meaning of life, but lack of money can quietly control a life. It can decide how long you stay at a job that drains you. It can decide whether a small emergency becomes a crisis. It can decide whether you visit family, help a parent, leave a bad situation, or spend real time with your children instead of always promising later. That is why the kind of rich that matters is not just material rich. Material things are not automatically evil. A nice home, a comfortable car, a good meal, a trip with people you love, those can be beautiful parts of life. The problem begins when money becomes only a scoreboard, when more is never enough, when getting rich becomes proving you are above other people instead of becoming more useful to them. Professor Richman is not here to tell you to hate money. I want you to understand what money is for. Money is a tool for optionality. Optionality means you have more possible moves. You can say yes to something meaningful. You can say no to something harmful. You can wait instead of panic. You can help without destroying yourself. You can choose with a calmer mind. Morgan Housel once wrote, "The highest form of wealth is the ability to wake up every morning and say, I can do whatever I want today." That is not really about laziness. It is about agency. It is about not having every hour of your life auctioned off by bills, emergencies, pressure, and fear. Now picture Jordan again. Jordan is not dreaming about a gold watch. Jordan is thinking about a mother whose medicine keeps getting more expensive. A child who keeps asking why dinner is always rushed. A friend who lost a job and is too embarrassed to ask for help. A car repair that would be annoying if there were savings but terrifying without them. This is where wealth starts becoming worth it. Not because Jordan gets to look better than someone else. Because Jordan gets to become more capable. There is a difference between rich as decoration and rich as responsibility. Rich as decoration says, "Look at me." Rich as responsibility says, "I have more ability now, so I can make more things better." That might mean helping your household breathe. It might mean paying for your parents' appointment without turning it into family drama. It might mean giving a stranger a meal and not needing anyone to clap for it. Sometimes it just means being present. A lot of people say they are working hard for their family, but the family only gets the exhausted version of them. More money built wisely can buy back time. Not unlimited time. Not a perfect life. But more room. Room to go to the school event. Room to sit with someone at the hospital. Room to take a weekend without checking the bank account every 30 minutes. Room to make memories while the people you love are still here. If you get richer but become a stranger to everyone you were supposedly doing it for, the money is winning and you are losing. So yes, getting rich is worth it when it gives you more freedom to protect relationships, not when it turns relationships into leftovers. But there is another side people miss. For most people, getting rich ethically usually requires providing more value to other people. You solve a painful problem. You create something useful. You serve more people. You improve a process. The more people you can help and the more deeply you can help them, the more money can flow back to you. That is not greed. That is exchange. Henry Ford is often quoted as saying, "A business that makes nothing but money is a poor business. If the only goal is money, people eventually become objects. Customers become wallets. Employees become costs. Friends become contacts. Family becomes an audience for your success." That is the poor version of getting rich, even if the bank account looks large. The better version asks a different question. Who am I helping? What problem am I removing? What value am I creating that would still matter if nobody praised me online? If you want more income, do not only ask, "How can I get more money?" Ask, "What can I become useful enough to be trusted with? Can I learn a skill that saves people time? Can I solve a problem businesses already pay to fix? Can I make someone's day easier, safer, clearer, healthier, or more profitable? Can I build something once that serves people many times?" But we have to be honest about the danger. Money expands what is already inside you. If you are generous, money gives generosity more reach. If you are insecure, money can give insecurity a bigger costume. If you're wise, money becomes a tool. If you are addicted to comparison, money becomes fuel for a race with no finish line. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." This is why getting rich should not mean wanting endlessly more. It should mean getting clearer about enough. Enough safety that normal problems do not become disasters. Enough flexibility that one bad boss does not own your future. Enough time that your children do not only know your tired face. Enough margin that you can help without resentment. Enough ownership that your life is not always one invoice away from panic. Enough humility that wealth does not make you look down on people still struggling. Because if money makes you arrogant, you misunderstood money. You did not become bigger. Your ego did. The useful kind of wealth does not need to humiliate anyone. It gives you the ability to lift. Andrew Carnegie wrote, "No man can become rich without himself enriching others. The best wealth is connected to contribution." If your money grows because you created value, solved problems, employed people fairly, served customers honestly, invested responsibly, or helped your community become stronger, that is wealth with roots. Now, let us make this practical. If Jordan wants to become rich in the meaningful sense, Jordan does not start by asking, "What can I buy so people believe I made it?" Jordan asks 3 better questions. First, what options do I want money to create? Maybe the option is leaving a toxic workplace. Maybe it is spending afternoons with children while they are still young. Maybe it is taking care of a parent without panic. Maybe it is starting a business slowly without gambling the rent. Maybe it is being able to help someone without first calculating whether helping them will break you. Second, what value can I provide that deserves more income? This question moves you out of fantasy and into service. Maybe Jordan can become better at sales, coding, bookkeeping, design, caregiving, operations, teaching, leadership, repair, logistics, content, negotiation, or a trade. Maybe Jordan can take one painful problem and become excellent at solving it. Maybe Jordan can help 10 people, then 100, then 1,000. The number matters less than the direction. Wealth becomes healthier when your ambition is connected to usefulness. Third, what boundaries keep money from owning me? No status debt just to impress people. No sacrificing health forever for an income number. No missing every important family moment and calling it success. No treating employees, customers, partners, or loved ones like stepping stones. No pretending greed is ambition. Not because money is holy, because panic is expensive, because freedom is practical, because love often needs margin, because generosity is easier when your own house is not on fire. This is also why society benefits when people build wealth the right way. A person who becomes rich by creating real value can create jobs, fund solutions, support families, build products, pay taxes, donate resources, mentor others, and prove that ambition does not have to be selfish. That is why the goal is not just to get more and more money. The goal is to become more capable of doing good with money. If getting rich makes your world larger, your family safer, your choices wider, your skills stronger, your giving easier, and your community better, then it is expanding you. That is a kind of rich worth pursuing. If this way of thinking helps you, subscribe while the idea is fresh. Professor Richman is for people who want money lessons that turn pressure into decisions and decisions into a life with more room to choose and more power to help. Now take 5 minutes tonight and answer 4 questions. What options would make my life meaningfully better? Who would I be able to help if money had less control over me? What value can I provide to more people or provide at a higher level? What boundary will keep ambition from turning into greed? Write the answers down. Not to impress anyone. To give your money a mission. Build one freedom unit. Build one value unit. Build one generosity unit. Small units become identity. Identity becomes behavior. Behavior becomes a different life. So, is it actually worth getting rich? Yes, if rich means options. Yes, if rich means time with your family. Yes, if rich means you can help someone close when life hits them hard. Yes, if rich means you can bless a stranger without making a video about it. Yes, if rich means you can create more value than you consume. Yes, if rich means society is better because you became more capable. But no, not if rich only means greed wearing nicer clothes. No, not if it costs your health, empties your relationships, and turns every person into a tool for your next dollar. Do not chase rich as a costume. Build wealth as capacity. Capacity to choose. Capacity to protect. Capacity to serve. Capacity to give. Capacity to spend your limited time on what actually matters. That kind of rich is worth it. Thank you for watching all the way through. Keep building the kind of money that gives your life more honest choices and more ability to do good. If this helped you see wealth with more clarity, subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it helps Professor Richman reach more people making better money decisions. I will see you in the next lesson.